Logan, Rebecca here. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to Masculine Monday. So this was also created during the Secret Not Secret party weekend, and one of our challenges was to create a very cool sort of background. So I grabbed my black Heidi Swapp Color Shine and my Nuvo Mica Mist in gold, and some, I believe that's a red shimmer pen from Close to My Heart. Now this was part of my son's graduation party decor, and I went ahead and took a X-Acto knife and I cut all the inside out to make the stencil. Now I am just lightly putting a little bit of dry adhesive onto the bigger parts because I do not want it to move. And I'm going to put this in my splatter box, which is just one of those pizza boxes from one of my Close to My Heart orders, and I go to town on it. I totally keep those boxes. Like, I don't keep them all, but when one gets really mixed media used, like, see right here, this is a newer one, and I do cut the top and stuff off, and then I just have a piece of cardboard that I put to block the splatters. And I go to town with all of these. And yes, this is when I realized that you need the top of the splatty box because I splattied everything. It wiped right up. See, that's why I pointed. I was like, oh Lord, I had to take a break. I do let that dry for just a minute while I cleaned up my desk, and then I come in with the gold and just ever so slightly mist it with the gold. I also grabbed my Delusions in Black Marmalade, and I am just getting that all down. Now it has sat to the side and dried, and I'm going to go ahead and take my red Close to My Heart shimmer brush, and I'm going to squeeze a whole bunch of that out onto my stamp block, which, let's be honest, it gets used more for a splatter block than it does a stamp block. And I just grab some water, and I want to flick some red on there because my son's school colors were black and red. So, I do have the gold on there just for a pop of shine. I'm going to add just a bit of, it wasn't coming out red enough for me, so go ahead and grab my, I believe those are the Vicki Boutin watercolor pens, and I mix it with the red shimmer brush, and now it's coming out red as red can be. And the Close to My Heart shimmer brush is red, but I was mixing it with a lot of water, so that's why I added the watercolor brush, paint, stuff. Anyway, so I am going to go ahead and get that cleaned up, and now I want to reveal it, and I realized very quickly that I want to make sure that I don't touch anything, because the only thing that's wet is the red. So I'm just getting it pulled up, and ta-da! Oh, I love it. I love the way that turned out. And yes, that paper is warped beyond all belief. I do not use any gesso on that paper at all because I didn't want it to run. I wanted it to splat, stick, and stay. So because it's warped so bad, I do flip it over and tack each of the corners with some ATG, just so that I can push it down onto my cutting mat there. And yeah, then it doesn't fold up on me. It'll flatten out in the layout and such, but I am going to go ahead and use both ATG and my art glitter glue because of all of the mixed media spray that is on there. And get that down right in the center. Now I was trying to look for a place to put it because I didn't really want to cover up the graduation cap, but I put it right there in the middle because you can still see it. And this is him walking the red carpet because he graduated during the 2020 pandemic, and they threw a great event when it was kind of opened back up, and it was very social distance, and you basically walked through the ceremony. I mean, it was actually kind of cool. And at the end, after he had already graduated, he walked across the stage, got his diploma, got his pictures, was on their TV station, and then you waited in a social distance line, and then they had this beautiful red carpet with signs like this all over for photo ops and such with the family. And this is him in front of his congratulations class of 2020. And then as soon as he turned, it would have been to his left, but you're looking at it to the right, and walked off of the 2020, they had another red carpet with all the teachers sitting socially distanced apart, throwing stuff at the kids like confetti and cheering them on. And then at the end, they had a finish line that the kids got to bust through. So that was kind of fun. I do go ahead and stack up the top there with just some stuff that was in the Photo Play collection ephemera pack. And they say all kinds of fun different things like the sky's the limits, possibilities. I can't read the yellow one. Then it says Yahoo! And then it says graduation. And I just went back and forth with the black and the yellow because the layout was primarily black due to his robes, and red because of his one of his honor sashes and the carpet. And then one of his medals has a yellow ribbon tied around it. So just pulling that up. I do go ahead and take this little grad banner, and that is going to serve as the title for my page. I'm going to go ahead and glue that down, and then I'm going to come in with some gray and white baker's twine after I get these stars put down. So I do go ahead and place several clusters of stars to the right and left of the hat. I really love the way that this turned out, and this is not something that I probably would have ever thought to do had I not been playing along in the best group ever, the Secret Not Secret Kit Club, and their party weekend. They have a party every weekend, and oh my god, it was my first one, and I was like, it was great. It was just so great. I can't even explain it to you guys. And this was one of the challenges, it was kind of the design principle of it, and I was like, it was a Disney themed weekend, so obviously the example was a Disney based layout, but I was like, this will work. Totally loving it. Totally loving it. All right, so I do go ahead and take my little brad setter, and I put 2 of these. They're brads, but they have like black pearls on the top of it. And I'm going to loop, I put 1 at each end, and I'm going to loop the twine around it, and then I'm going to run a bead of glue across the top and get that glued down, and that is going to serve as my banner. This layout is quickly coming to an end. If you did like my video, please give me a thumbs up. Click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and be on the lookout because in the beginning of March, I will be having my 500 subby giveaway video. Yes, I know it's a little late, but I had to get all the prizes and stuff together, and I was so excited that I have 500 subbies. And and I'm going to have a little hop, and my little scrappy crafty friends are going to join me. And that's going to do it for the layout. So be on the lookout for all that stuff. And I will see you guys back here tomorrow for another scrappy video. Bye.